Okay, here's a quick demo on how to assemble and install the new Spray Pal diaper sprayer. First thing you need to do is wrap some threads with Teflon tape. What you want to do is wrap the threads where the sprayer hose is going to attach. This is the smaller diameter portion of the T valve, about 3 times with Teflon tape, which I've already done. And you also want to do that to the bottom of the spray nozzle. Again, about 3 times is sufficient, but it is necessary to do that much just to make sure there's a solid seal. Okay, then you need to pre-assemble by attaching the sprayer hose nut to the T valve, like so. Finger tighten it first. Grab a crescent wrench. This is the one of 2 tools that you're going to need, the other one being a Phillips screwdriver. Get that good and snug. Okay. Now take the other end of the sprayer hose and attach to the spray nozzle. This one you can just finger tighten. Goes on like that. And then just get it as snug as you can with your hands only. That's all you need to do. Okay. That's done. And the final part of assembly is the sprayer hook and the sprayer holder. So all you have to do is line up the 2 holes on the holder with the 2 holes on the hook. The wider opening is facing up. Just go ahead and line it up. Grab the 2 screws. There are 2 other screws that are longer wood screws that go into the anchors. We're not going to use those. We're going to use the shorter screws that go into these 2 holes. Okay, line it up, tighten it down with your Phillips screwdriver, like so. And just get it snug. You don't want to over tighten this either, because it's a plastic insert. We don't want to crack that. And there you go. And that's all set and ready for the next step, which is the installation into the toilet itself. And you'll see this just kind of goes in like that and will hang on the toilet. All right. Okay, now we're in the bathroom doing our install. First thing you want to do is to turn off the water supply from the wall by turning the valve to the right all the way till it shuts it off. Then you want to go up and flush your toilet to drain the water tank. Once the toilet's done flushing, you want to remove the water supply hose, which you can do with either fingers or to get it started with some pliers, but this is designed to be finger tightened. Take that off. Out of frame here, I've got a towel to catch any water that comes out. Then you take your T valve that we already assembled, line that up underneath with the shut-off valve facing out so you can reach it. Line it up carefully to these threads. They are plastic, so you want to be very careful and get it perfectly aligned before you start tightening down. Finger tighten it. And once you get it snug, grab your crescent wrench and go ahead and give it a few turns, but you don't need to crank this down. Remember, they're plastic threads, so you don't want to over tighten it for sure. Okay, and your next step is to take your water supply hose and then connect it to the bottom of the T valve, like so. Again, that's finger tighten. I didn't mention it, but we had to always make sure that the rubber washer was installed in the nut before you put this onto the bottom of the toilet. There's a rubber washer, it's either black or orange, that always goes into that nut. That's super important. Get that tight, super tight with your fingers, and then you should be good. You can do it a little bit with pliers if you need to, but fingers are good enough. Okay, and then the next step would be to hang the sprayer on the top of the toilet, and we'll show you how to do that next. Okay, all that's left to do is to hang our sprayer holder onto the toilet. You just lift up the lid, drop it in place, And that's done. Then you can take your sprayer and hang it on the hook. And finally, we need to turn our water on. So that is done by turning your valve back on. Okay, then you can test it out by taking your sprayer, spraying it, see how it works. Okay, sprayer's working good, no leaks. We hang it back up. And then when you're done using your sprayer, you always want to turn the T-valve in the off position, take your sprayer, and empty out any water that's in the hose, and then hang it back up. That way you don't leave constant pressure inside the sprayer. And there you have it.